Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Noraini and I will begin this presentation with Telekom Malaysia Berhad Company's background. Telekom Malaysia Berhad is a Malaysia telecommunication company that provides national connectivity and digital technology. Telekom Malaysia, also known as TM, was founded on October 1984 and based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Beginning as the national telecommunication company for fixed line, radio, and television broadcasting service, it has evolved to become the country's largest provider of broadband service, data, fixed line, pay television, and network service.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wan Nur Faikah binti Aidi and I'll be telling you about the vision of Telekom Malaysia Berhad, which is to shape a digital Malaysia through technology that empowers communities, business, and government. Next, for the mission, which is humanizing technology and making it accessible to all Malaysians in a sustainable manner. First, for communities, they enrich everyday moments by enabling converged lifestyle solutions. Next, for businesses, they enable growth by providing integrated solutions and strategic collaborations that accelerate business transformation. Last but not least, for government, they accelerate the nation's aspiration towards becoming a digital Malaysia with holistic connectivity platform and digital solutions. Next, what is Mfrs 8? This standard requires companies to disclose information about their operating segments, helping users of financial statements to better understand a company's financial performance and future cash. So what is operating segments? Operating segments is a component of an entity that engages in business activities from which it may earn revenues and incur expenses. Mfrs 8 adopts the management approach, which means segment information is reported based on how the company's internal management reports are structured. In other words, the same information used by the management to make decision is what is disclosed in the financial statements. Let's move on to the Chief Operating Decision Maker. The CODM is the person or group responsible for allocating resources and assessing the performance of the company's operating segments. First, for example, Maybank Berhad. The CODM of Maybank Berhad is typically the group president and CEO, as they oversee group performance and strategic resource allocation. And we could also take TM Berhad as an example, where the group CEO is the CODM, as they oversee segment performance and decision making across TM's various business divisions.
There are two types of segmental report used by Telekom Malaysia Berhad in their financial reporting. The first one is business segment. Business segment is a distinguishable component of an entity that is engaged in providing an individual product or service or a group of related products or services, and that is subject to risks and returns that are different from those of other business segments. There are three cluster business of TM's business, which are unified, TM1 and TM Global. The graph shown the revenue report by TM Business on 2024 and 2023. Based on the report analysis for 2024, the business to consumer B2C referred to unified business, the revenue earned on 2024 is RM5.633 million. As for business to business B2B referred to TM1, the revenue earned is RM2.906 million, while carrier to carrier C2C referred to TM Global, revenue is RM3.061 million. The second type of segmental report is geographical segment. Geographical segment is a breakdown of a company's financial or operation performance across different geographic regions and markets. TM has expanded its reach beyond domestic portal. Telekom Malaysia focus on the domestic and international wholesale business in connectivity, data, infrastructure, voice and multimedia services. Based in Kuala Lumpur, Telekom Malaysia Berhad overseas regional office in Singapore, Hong Kong, United Kingdom, United States, Dubai, Indonesia and Australia. As we can see in the financial report provided, the revenue report by TM domestic area, which is revenue report in Malaysia, is by RM10.530 million, and the revenue earned by the other countries is by RM1.182 million.
By referring to Telekom Malaysia Berhad segmental reporting, we can identify several important benefits for financial statement user. Firstly, segmental reporting enhances understanding of overall business performance by offering transparency into business segments and geographical exposure. For example, Telecom Malaysia separates its operation into key segments such as business to consumer (B2C), business to business (B2B), carrier to carrier (C2C), and others or shared services. This allows financial statement user to see which areas contribute most to the company's overall revenue. For instance, in 2024, the B2C segment generated 5.63 billion, the largest among all segments, while the C2C segment contributed 3.06 billion. In addition, the company also reports revenue by geography, with 10.53 billion from Malaysia and 1.18 billion from other countries. These details allows stakeholders to identify which business lines are performing well, as well as which areas may need further analysis. Additionally, the most valuable advantage is it allows users to assess the specific risks associated with different segments of business. For instance, the revenue of B2C segments, which includes services like broadband and mobile for household, might remain stable even during economic downturns. However, this was a slight drop compared to the previous year, showing strong competition from other providers like Mfrs. Meanwhile, the B2B segment, which serves corporate clients, could be more volatile when the economy slows down. By seeing the segments separately, investors can better evaluate how resilient Telecom Malaysia is under different economic conditions.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurhanisa and I will explain about Mfrs 134 Interim Financial Reporting. Based on this standard, it requires public traded companies to prepare either a complete or a condensed set of financial statements for an interim period. This is done to provide timely and relevant information to stakeholders, especially investors and creditors between annual reporting period to help them assess company's current financial performance and make investment decisions. Interim report must include at least 5 items. There are condensed statement of financial position, statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, statement of cash flows, and selected explanatory notes. Other than that, the standard highlights the importance of consistency of accounting policies with the annual report to ensure the transparency and relevance of all information in the interim reports for the users. Next, there are 2 significant events or transactions that could affect an entity's financial positions and performance. First, the acquisition or disposal of assets. Example of situation is when the company purchases a new property or sell a major subsidiary. This will affect a company's financial statements through changes in assets, liabilities, and earnings. The second event is changes in debt or financing arrangements. It is when a company obtains new financing or restructure existing loans. This will lead to changes in interest expense, liquidity position, and overall financial health. Both of the events will need to be included in the explanatory notes of the interim reports as to help the users to understand the financial statement better.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Hijrah Fatihah binti Rosadi and today I will briefly explain the periods covered in Telecom Malaysia's interim financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2024. Telecom Malaysia Berhad has chosen to present its interim financial statement on a quarterly basis. Here is the interim financial statement of the Telecom Malaysia Berhad. According to the requirement of Mfrs 134, the company present both current and comparative figure for clarity and consistency. For the statement of financial position, the current reporting date is as at 31st December 2024 compared against 31st December 2023. For the statement of profit or loss and the statement of other comprehensive income, Telecom Malaysia report both for the 4th quarter covering 1st October to 31st December 2024 and the year-to-date period from 1st January to 31st December 2024 with comparative figure for the same periods in 2023. Similarly, the statement of changes in equity and the statement of cash flow present data for the full year of 2024 compared against the full year of 2023.